Welcome to Open Realm of Stars Let's Play. And I'm going to play Open Realm of Stars, so that there's settings that should cause as much events as possible. So enable all space anomalies and fast random speed, shortest possible game, lots of head start. Then I'll play with human. Human Federation. CERN is fine. Okay, that could be Elder One. And okay, let's keep this one. So, the game has started, and humans, they start from Earth. And let's go see the planet. And here's the picture of the planet, and this time it's Earth. On upper left corner there are information about the planet. First column is for the population. There's a total number of population, the first one. Then how many farmers, miners, factory workers, scientists and artists. And if you decrease one of the workers, it automatically goes to the artist, and when you increase, the worker is taken off from the artist list. And then the second column is that is the population growing or decreasing. Then the total number of food production, metal production, production, research points and culture production. Then the third column is that what's the total number of credit production, planet maintenance, and you can also convert factory production to the credit production. How many metals are already mined into surface, how many metals are left to mine, and overall happiness of the planet. Then is what is going to be the next building project, and underneath it you can see estimated time, how long it takes to build. And then there are two possible rushing options, and these depend on space race and the government. And then there's also possible then there's the information about the project, how much is going to cost and what are the effects of the project. Then there's also governor selection. Currently we don't have any leaders available, so I cannot assign any governors. So let's skip that. And then we have the list of buildings that are already on the planet. You can click and see them, and there's also demolish button to remove those. But usually the first one I choose to build is the basic factory, because we need to get the production up. Then we have two fleets, one with the scout, and in Open Realm of Stars you can move either by right clicking, and if you click next sector on the fleet, it automatically moves there and it uses regular movement. But if you click on farther, it will make the ship move automatically between turns there using the regular move. Then there's also possibility to click Road FTL or press R key, and then the fleet moves using the FTL engine. And most commonly the FTL is a little bit faster than the standard movement. But in the standard movement the scanners are run on after each movement, but on FTL the scanners are only run when FTL stops. So scouting or exploring is better than with the regular moves. Then we have also the colony ship. We can use that also for exploring, and we can also assign fleets to auto explore from the fleet view. And let's assign colony ship to auto exploring. Then we can also go to research view. Open Realm of Stars has 6 different categories that can be researched, and each of these are studied at the same time. The only difference is that how much focus you put there. So there are combat, defense, ship hulls, planetary improvements, propulsion and electronics. And what we need in the very beginning is the basic lab, because we need more research points. So let's put focus on there. Maybe something like 8 turns is good. And after that we can end turn and move to next one. Okay, there's already peace with the hegemony of Halonian and Cancerian Republic. And that was the only event. So the minimum thing you basically need to do every turn is go through the messages and react on those. So this scout has reached a target, and let's put it here. And this colony ship looks like it's going to explore this one. Okay, we found a planet. It's Venus, but its radiation is too high for humans to colonize. If we colonize that, we could only build mines there and the population wouldn't grow. Yeah, now there was a message about that. But there are ways to get buildings that makes the radiation less on the planet, or there are technology that would increase this suitable of the planet for your space race. Okay, these guys are already broadcasting their culture, and this is the Elder race. I mean Elder realm. So they are a bit ahead of technology. So we built the factory, and the research was probably tax center. So let's build a mine. Yeah, tax center was the research. Okay, Scott has and there's mine. Let's build the farm so we can get the population growing. And here looks like there's a Cancerian Republic. So let's meet those guys and hail them. And since I'm playing with the humans, they are pretty good in diplomacy, so I should be able to make peace with them. Yeah. I could actually probably, if I control select, I could probably make this kind of deal because all they are in the same levels. Yeah. Federation of Terran and Cancerian made peace. Okay, there are also Alonian fleet. Let's hail them too. Alonians are still missing their spaceship bridge background, so this is shared with the Synthroids. And they are Elder realm, so they have pretty high technology. Let's try to make peace. Yep. I don't think we can do anything else. And news about the peace. So we actually find a colonizable planet, and it's large. So it would be beneficial actually to colonize that. Let's try to bring colony back to home. Since for colonizing the planet it needs to have one colony population in the ship. So we built the farm. Let's make the tax center. Okay, now we got the and we can put these back to 16, and I prefer putting 20% for combat because usually there are more combat technology than the others. Scott has reached their target. Okay, colony has back in the earth, and let's put one colonist there. And moving it back to Lambda Hyla 4. Okay, so we have a variation of Terran is now having elections. So there will be new ruler after certain amount of turns, and federation and democracy, they have like 20 turns, then some other might have a longer one, and some of them have even lifetime rulers. So yes, these are also getting elections. And then there's the Galactic Broadcasting News Company made for statistical research. And now we can go to stats and see what's going on. So this Bionian Collective has really get their military up. They also have 2 planets, highest amount of population. There's a credits research, overall score, relations, and then there are the victory conditions. So who has when the turn gets to number 200, the highest score wins. Then there are the culture, domination, how many homeworlds one must conquer, scientific achievements, how many these needs to be built. Then there's a diplomatic win. There needs to be done 3 votes, and you need to win the galactic secretary. But before that, at least 2 galaxy towers must be built by 1 realm. And then there's the population. After a certain limit, I think in this game it was 50. When someone gets 50% of population, they will win. Okay, we got the tax, and now we need basic lab definitely. Okay, we got the new or same president. Maybe the cancer you got a different one. So yeah, that was also too high radiation. So let's put this one maybe here. Basic lab. Let's build a factory. Okay, the first war. Bionian Collective made war with the hegemony of Alonian. So the military guys made war with the hegemony of Alonians. There's a planet, and it's a gas planet. So these are like 4 sector size. Suns are 3 by 3. Regular planets, they are one sector size. So we need to get around it. Then the colony fleet has arrived to Lambda Herd of 4, and we can colonize this. And let's put 1 factory worker and start building a factory. And since this is suitable of 50%, it means that we can get half of the planet size for the population. So in this case it would be 6. Okay, another war. Teotihuacan Empire makes war with the Cancerian Republic. Let's build the mine. Okay, these guys want to change map of planets. Sounds good. They have a planet here. And this is actually a rogue planet. And rogue planet is something that it doesn't belong any of the solar systems. And since these Alonians, they start without the home planet, so they have found a rogue planet to populate. Okay, they are willing to give me 8 credits for the full map. Okay, maybe I'll try to get artifacts. Okay, they accepted. So now I got 2 artifacts. And what it means that one of the leaders, they must study those, and amount of time it requires to study them depends on the leader, how much research you are producing on your planets. And there are also at least one special building for that would increase the research time. Okay, we have the follow torpedo, and we can skip to level 2. Let's wait for the destroyer. Okay, they are offering Scanner Mark 3 for 10 credits, and I don't like it. It's quite expensive. They would have like a plasma cannon, but that would be probably more expensive even. They have even plasma cannon Mark II. This is a rare tech, which can be only found from space anomaly. Okay, we have the basic mine. I think, yeah, we have the destroyer, fission source, and scanner. So I'm going to actually make a new destroyer with the scanners. And in ship design, you can choose the hull and then either change the hull or click the auto design, and there can be a couple of different variants depending on the hull. And auto design is actually quite good. It makes reasonable designs, and after it has made the design, you can also modify it if you like. So I need to have the scanner there, so I'll probably drop the armor plating and put the scanner instead. So it has the military power 9. And this is also the energy priority, or that if there are multiple energy sources and one of them fails, on top of the list they are guaranteed to get more energy. But since this design only has one energy source, the order does not actually matter here. But it's good to put, for example, weapons and shields, and then maybe another weapon, then the driver or engine, in some kind of that order. In combat, scanners are not that much of use. Yeah, let's make this design and let's build it here. 8 turns. Okay, we got the basic factory here. Let's build the mine. Oh, so it looks like the space pirates, they attacked against my scout, and space pirate got pretty tough armor, 4 points, so my laser is not going to go through that, so I better run away if I can. And the running way happens through this escape sector, and it appears between 1 to 3 turns. And if I have extra energy, I can override, for example, drivers or shields or cloaking devices, and they can give you a boost. And in a driver or engines, they give you extra move, so I can actually move away from this combat. Yeah, so they got the armor plate Mark II and railgun Mark II. Another war. Okay. I probably cannot outrun. Yeah, he has the nuclear drive, so that makes 2 moves per turn. And now the escape sector is behind him, so this is going to be really difficult. So I could actually override and shoot. And I can also show weapon range, so everything with the yellow is where every weapon system can shoot, and if there would be a red sector, that would mean that only some of the weapons can shoot there. It actually made effect on the armor, but yeah. He hit with the 1 shot to fission source, and my scout has run out of energy, so I cannot use ion drive or laser Mark 1. Armor is working since it doesn't use energy, so it's basically now just floating around and waiting for explosion. Okay, Space Birds won. Oh, there's another one. Okay, the president made research on artifact, and it was shattered electronic, so it boosted the research by 30. And if we now go, there are quite many things we can get now. Okay, we research the armor plating Mark II and cloaking device. Okay, we can skip the planetary scanner. I think I'll skip that one too. And yeah, by the way, when you skip something, you actually won't be able to get those technologies on the previous levels. So in this case, I won't be able to get the planetary scanner Mark 1 or nuclear drive Mark 1 and ion drive Mark 2, it was here. Of course, I can still get them trading with another realm. Cloaking device. So we got the random event. So we found a treasure from the Earth, and it contained 45 credits. It's going to significantly increase our credit. Yeah. And Earth has built destroyer. We also have learned College of History. This would boost for artifact research and also give one extra regular research. So we can build that. Get the mine. We need the farm so we can get the population growing. Espionage module. Targeting computer. Brr. Okay, let's skip that. Elections. Yeah, for both. And we are the wealthiest realm. So if we go here and see the credits, yeah, we are not the wealthiest. Probably because we found the treasure. And if we go to see the scoring, we are in the middle. Yeah, there are 7 realms and we are the 4th one. We have the destroyer. We should go explore a bit. I wonder if we could know the military power. This scout is 10 and our destroyer is only 9, so chances are that space pirates would still win. We would definitely need something better for the defense. The new rulers. Advanced factory. Okay, the space pirates destroyed orbital from Zeta Pacer 1. And in the news pictures, when you see a picture of the planet, that's actually the look like of the planet. So the planet where this orbital was looks like, well, it looks like this. Put the farm here. We could build the spaceport. But yeah, I think this could be a good place to end the first video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.